But I mean, it's real life. I'm a pregnant woman and this is what I'm going through, so I'm going to share it with you guys and be real. Having some intimate time with your partner has been so difficult because I'm so huge. Hearing that, it just scares me. And if I'm being honest, it just really scares me because I don't want anything to happen to Kingsley. Hi you guys, long time no talk. So welcome. If you are new, my name is Bree, and if you're coming back, welcome back. So I'm so sorry for not being able to post. I was supposed last week on Thursday. It didn't end up happening, and of course this Thursday that just passed yesterday, I was supposed to post again. It's been really difficult lately. I haven't had a lot of energy, so I've been staying, you know, at home and just tiny little walks around the block if I can, and chasing the kids around the house. So just thought I would give you guys a quick update so you have something to see. I had a few of you guys asking like, what happened? Are you okay? I haven't seen you posting. So this is me. I am still alive. Everything is good. We are, however, getting ready for Kingsley to come. I do feel like he's going to come sooner than later. I am 3 days away from 36 weeks along. So my last two babies were early. One of the girls came 3 weeks early and one of the girls came 4 weeks early. So my doctor had recommended that I take it easy because I was in the hospital with my doula. She came with me, which was awesome. If you guys don't have a doula and you're thinking about getting one if you are pregnant, I would highly recommend it. They are amazing, great for moral and mental support and emotional support. They're just, well, my girl anyways, she's amazing. And I've heard lots of good things about doulas in the past, and I've never actually used one. I did have a midwife. Personally, I didn't have a very good experience with a midwife, and I thought midwives and doulas were the same thing, and they're not. They're completely different. So the midwife is a medical professional that works with the doctor and you, and the doula is actually more so there for you and the baby, and you know, after you have the baby, they're so awesome to have, especially if you need a little bit of extra support. They're great. So she did end up coming with me to the hospital. I ended up going into the maternity ward. I thought they might have been just strong Braxton Hicks, but they were actually a combo of very strong Braxton Hicks and real contractions. And I have a really irritated uterus, apparently. It's very irritable. So usually when you see on the monitor, when you go in and they hook you up to do like a non-stress test just to see like how baby's doing, and they hook up the monitor and you can see it on the screen, usually it would go straight, and then when you have a contraction, it'll go up and then it'll go down. So mine was actually going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then it would climb, and then it would go down again, and then it would repeat up, down, up, down, up, down. So my doula's like, wow, she's like, your uterus is really irritated. So I'm not sure what was causing contractions to come and for it to be doing that, but I was drinking water. I know that if you are dehydrated, your body will naturally bring on really strong contractions or really strong Braxton Hicks, and they're very painful. You know, they're just like a real contraction. Like Braxton Hicks can, you know, when they're strong like that, it's confusing because you're like, is this contractions or is this just really strong Braxton Hicks? But these ones were. So that freaked me out a little bit because I was so early, and our hospital where we are living, they are only a level 1 hospital. They only have so much they can do, and if your baby is born quite early, they don't have nurses 24 hours around the clock to look after you and your baby. If your baby needs extra medical attention and care, they don't have that here. So we would have to get airlifted to the Vancouver or Victoria hospital, and it's in a further away city. So I really wanted to try and keep him in as long as I can so I can reside where, you know, have him where we're living. It would just be so much easier, and especially since we have other children and our family is mostly here too, it would be nice to stay here. So I'm glad that he didn't come that day, and my contractions wore down, but the last couple of weeks they have been picking up. With this pregnancy update, I'm definitely going to let you guys know everything that's going on, and maybe some of you can relate to the things I'm going through. But since I am this far along, I have been noticing a bunch of different changes. This may be TMI, so if you're a guy watching or you're just somebody that that doesn't really like details, in-depth details, then definitely don't watch this part or click out of the video. That's okay. But I mean, it's real life. I'm a pregnant woman and this is what I'm going through, so I'm going to share it with you guys and be real. I've been finding a lot lately too, probably because I'm getting so much closer to the end of the pregnancy. TMI guys, I have been having a lot more discharge and I have been noticing a lot more cramping in my lower abdomen and abdomen. I can't speak English. I'm so sorry. So yeah, lots of cramping. I've been finding my hair is a lot thicker than it usually is. And it's thick, guys. I have like Tarzan hair. It is massively thick. I haven't been losing any though. I know when I am postpartum and after I have baby, I do lose a lot of hair. I've been finding my skin is starting to clear up a little bit, except for around my mouth. And I haven't been wearing a mask lately because our mask mandate was lifted, so we don't have to wear masks where we are. I have been feeling a little bit congested though too, like a little bit sniffles here and there, but nothing crazy. But I do remember I was looking up online about, you know, signs you're getting closer to labor, because I am. I binge watch those videos. If you're pregnant, you've probably done the same thing, whether you like to admit it or not. So when I was looking up videos, it was saying that, you know, colds are a lot more common when you get closer to the end. Same with the peeing more during the night. You know, I haven't like lost my mucus plug or anything. I haven't had bloody show, nothing like that. And throughout the whole pregnancy, it's been really, really good. It's been a super healthy pregnancy. With Serenity, my last baby, 1.5 years ago, I did have some bleeding during my pregnancy with her. But with this one, and it was just spotting, but with this one, there's none. So that's really good. Oh, my teeth are so sensitive. My teeth are super sensitive. And I have really bad teeth. My top teeth are all dentures. It's an insert like dentures. My bottom teeth are real. I only have these ones right here because my last pregnancies took everything out of me. A lot of moms can relate that your teeth just get demolished because the baby's taking everything out of you. So my teeth are actually, it's almost like they're going bad from the inside out. All the enamel's gone. They are just so sensitive too. So I think I'm going to end up having to get all these pulled and get actual dentures on the bottom, you guys. I'm not even that old and I'm getting dentures. I mean, it's nice that they're nice teeth, but I would have liked to have my own teeth for as long as I could. But I mean, you know, babies, there's always a risk. There's always something they take away from you. But you know what? It's worth it. If I lose my teeth and I bring a beautiful baby into this world, meh, I'm happy. I've been noticing like my boobs are a lot more sore. I'm starting to leak a little bit of milk here and there. It's mostly just colostrum. Colostrum or colostrum? Colostrum? I'm probably butchering the word. But anyways, you guys get the gist of it. You know what I'm trying to say. So that's been happening, and I've been noticing I'm getting up in the middle of the night to pee so much more often. Like, it's like I don't even drink that much water before bed. I try not to right before bed because then I'm just gonna go pee so much more. But yeah, I've been peeing probably like every half an hour. I'll get up to go to the washroom. I'm just like, where is this liquid coming from? Like, this is insane. So sleep hasn't been that great. It's been really difficult to get a good sleep with how sore my body is. I've been finding my lower back and my hip area is very uncomfortable. I can definitely start to feel my joints loosening, things like that. My eating patterns have completely changed from when I was in my first trimester and second trimester. I wanted a lot of food all the time, and I'm finding now it's cutting back a little bit. I haven't been getting sick at all though, which has been great. I'm saying a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm just brain fog. Trying to get everything out so I don't forget anything. I'm going to try and stop saying But yeah, oh my gosh, just totally failed. Okay, so yeah, basically my food eating habits have changed. I'm finding I don't really want to eat as much, or when I do eat food, I'll just pick away at it and then put it aside, have more later. So it's kind of just more so snacking instead of big meals. And I haven't been getting sick, which is really good. I was getting really nauseous and sick within the first and second trimester. I know a lot of women during their second trimester, they start to feel a lot better. It took me a little bit longer, probably towards the end of my second trimester, when I actually started to feel like normal and decent again. So between that and then not having energy going up the stairs is a task and a half, you guys. My laundry is downstairs. So Michael's been helping out double time with laundry, which is so helpful and so sweet of him. He's such a good partner, you guys. I'm so blessed to have him. He really is. He's been helping out so much with the kids, and he's still working. Obviously, I'm not working anymore, so I'm home a lot more. But I have been feeling, you know, the feels of just feeling like a blob, like I'm not useful. I just feel really useless right now in the state that I'm in, and especially having a toddler too. It's been really difficult to keep up with her, chase her around the house, you know, make sure she's looked after, she's fed, her bum's changed, she's happy, play with her. And then I have my other daughter, Aubrey, you know, helping her with her school and, you know, playing her with her here. And she's been a good help too, like helping me tidy things up around the house if I need to. Since I am so much bigger now too, me bending over to pick something up, I literally have to spread eagle, like open my legs just so I can bend over. It's so funny. It's really frustrating and annoying though. I'll show you guys the belly. So this is how big I am now. I don't know if you guys, if it does it justice or not, but I'm huge, and I definitely feel huge. And you know, you can see the line. My line is getting a lot darker. And my C-section scar that I had prior is definitely a lot more sore. Like it's just very tender, and I've been finding my belly is really itchy too. I'm laying down in bed, that's when it'll get the itchiest. It's so weird. Like I get so itchy in pregnancy. Obviously, you know, your skin's stretching, you're getting itchy, it's stretching. So you need to put, you know, lotion on it and keep it moisturized. But I don't always remember to do that. I probably should, but I don't. I've been having like 3 baths or more a day. I literally fell asleep in the tub the other day, and Michael always comes in and checks on me to make sure that I don't fall asleep. I'm just so exhausted. My energy levels are just, they're not there, you know. So I've been having a lot of emotions and feelings coming up to the birth of Kingsley. I had been planning to do a VBAC, and I talked to my OB, and she didn't want to do it. She didn't recommend it. She's never done a VBAC after 3 C-sections, so she didn't recommend it. And obviously, you know, your doctors will tell you the risks and tell you the benefits and things like that. So I've been doing a lot of research because people are telling me, no, Mama, you can do it. You can do it because your body was born to do it. As women, we were born to bear children. And I just can't help but have that fear in the back of my mind telling me, what if? And I know people are like, well, you know, there's risks with C-sections too, or even natural births right from the get-go with their first baby. There's always a risk. I just think that it's been getting to me a lot more because I have been pregnant almost a whole year, right? Like we're pregnant for a really long time, caring for our baby in our tummy, and we love them so much already, and we don't want anything to go wrong with them. So hearing that, it just scares me. If I'm being honest, it just really scares me because I don't want anything to happen to Kingsley, and I want him to, you know, be healthy, and I want to have a healthy delivery, and I want everything to go good. But in the back of my mind, I just have that thing that's just like, what if? And I'm trying so hard to stay positive and get that out of my mind, but it's been really difficult. So I've been having a lot of emotions lately, and been opening up to Michael about it. I've been opening up to my doula and a few of my close girlfriends about it, and they're like, you know what, Brie? Whatever you feel you need to do, you can do this. And it's just so nice to have that support. I know a lot of women don't have support, and I'm just so grateful that I do, because I don't know what I'd do if I didn't. I'd be so lost. And I still feel like, even though I have that support, I have those days where I'm just like, I got to get it together, because if I'm not strong and if I'm not, you know, solid-minded and ready for this, then things are just going to fall apart, and I can't think like that. So it's definitely been a process to try and, you know, get my mind together and be strong and be positive about the experience that I'm about to have. And it's just tricky going into it because I've never had a natural birth. I've never had a vaginal birth before. I've had only C-sections. And it's weird to think because I've had 3 kids, I've just never actually done it the natural way. So of course, you know, naturally it's going to be scary. So if any of you guys, any of you moms have gone through a VBAC and you're seeing this video, I would love to hear how your experience was, if it was good, if it was bad. You know, there was one big risk about uterine rupture, and I've been watching so many videos on YouTube of moms that have gone through the VBAC and they've had like 3, 4, 5 C-sections, and it's bloody incredible. I can't believe that they went through that, even though their doctor told them, you know, these are the risks, yada yada yada, and I know they have to because that's legally they have to tell you the risks. But they're like, some doctors will try and scare you into the decision to get a C-section instead of waiting it out and letting your body do its natural course. Even though, you know, women can have C-sections, they can still have natural births. And I didn't know that. When I was explaining in my other vlog, I think it was the hospital bag packing one, I was saying how I got pushed into C-section after C-section after C-section. I was so naive and young. I didn't look into it. I didn't really care if I had a natural birth, but it's really hitting me hard this time because this is our last baby. This is my last child that I'm ever going to have. And I wanted to, call me crazy, but I wanted to experience what a woman goes through when she gives birth to a child naturally. It was just something that was eating away at me, and I felt like this is something I really want to do. So when I talked to Michael about it, and he's like, okay, like, have you really thought about this? And I'm like, yeah, like, I've been thinking about this daily, 24/7, morning, night, Monday to Friday, even the weekends. Like, I was obsessing over it. So when I went on YouTube and watched these videos, all these success stories, it was so cool to see that other moms have done it, and they were actually pressured into C-sections too. If you can avoid a C-section, then do it. And seeing as how I'm not a medical professional, if your doctor says that, you know, you have complications from your body, you know, or the baby, the way it was sitting in the past, and that's why you had to have a C-section, everybody is different. So obviously, you know, weigh out the risks, weigh out the benefits, talk with your doctor, and if you do end up needing a C-section, that's okay. I'm getting out of breath. That's another thing with this pregnancy. It's like there's no breath left. But yeah, so if you end up having a C-section, that's okay too, mama. It's okay. I've had 3 of them, and they were not the greatest experiences, but you know, it's a surgery. It's not going to be fun, but it is worth it because you're bringing a baby into this world. So no matter how you bring this baby into this world, this is just my own take and my own personal opinion on, you know, my birth plan and what I want to do. So, and I hope it happens. And if it doesn't, that's okay. As long as baby's healthy, as long as I'm healthy and everything is going good, then we'll be good. And the more I look into it, I'm like, how come this isn't more common? This is crazy. It's amazing what our bodies can do. And there's been women that have had a gap between 14 months and had successful VBACs. Where we live, they don't do VBACs. We're only a level 1 hospital, so they don't have, you know, people in the OR 24/7 if something did go wrong. They don't. They have to call them in. They're literally on-call doctors that come in, set it up, and if it's anywhere in the evening, it takes them 45 minutes to get there, to even get to the hospital. So I'm definitely a little scared. And you guys know I'm always real when I'm on my channel, so sorry for going off on this little event, but I hadn't posted in a while, so it's like 2 weeks worth of talking. But yeah, so that's where I'm sitting right now. I just wanted to be upfront and honest with you guys about how I'm feeling, how this pregnancy is going. Another thing with this pregnancy too is, you know, not baby dancing, but if you know what I mean, you know, having some intimate time with your partner has been so difficult because I'm so huge, and I don't feel sexy right now. I don't feel, you know, beautiful like a woman should when she's pregnant. And I know people are like, oh, you're glowing, you look so good, and it's like, I wish that I felt how they see me, because that would be a big help. But when you have a supportive partner, it's really nice to have them say, you still look beautiful. You look even more beautiful. Some men find their women more attractive when they're pregnant, which is just, I'm flabbergasted to hear that. But you know what? I got to learn how to accept it and love where I'm at, and, you know, take advantage of this last time being pregnant and love my body no matter what my head tries to make me think, because I am beautiful. I'm carrying a child. I'm carrying a new life into this world, and I may be a little bit bigger and I may have some stretch marks that are new hanging around, but that's okay. That's part of having a baby, and it's taking me a little while to feel comfortable in my skin and to, you know, walk around naked in front of Michael and feel happy with myself, or, you know, try and squeeze in some kisses and cuddles here and there. When we have all these kids, it's hard. So it's definitely been a struggle being this far pregnant, having no energy, you know, having all the kids. It's very difficult, but we make it work. Even if it's just, you know, once in a while, at least it's once in a while, you know. It doesn't have to be all the time. Lord, if there is a woman out there and she is this pregnant, she's doing it all the time, props to you, girlfriend, because I know I can't. I physically can't. So it's definitely going to get better, obviously. I can't wait to have my body back again and sleep on my tummy. The one thing I've been finding, jumping into sleeping, the one thing that I've been finding that's really, really helped me was my pregnancy pillow. I have the one that wraps around like a C shape. I just got that one a few months ago, and it has been a lifesaver. I had the one that was like a rectangle kind of and open at the bottom, and it didn't fit my body properly. So I had the worst sleep for all my pregnancies because I had that dang pillow, that square one, and it was horrible. So if you're newly pregnant and you're watching this and you really want a comfortable pillow, get the C-shaped one, especially if you're a side sleeper. I find even if I'm not pregnant, I'm always sleeping on my side, and I like to have a pillow in between my legs and one under my head or my arm just to like prop me up. And it helps so much too if you do have like a little wedge pillow to put under your back to give you that support, because our bellies are so huge and heavy right now. So that pillow has been a lifesaver. I think that's it with the pregnancy update though. That's all I've been having. Some days I don't feel like getting up, but at least I'm not sick anymore because that one took over and it sucked. Oh, and one more thing. I have been having a lot of heartburn. I wonder if he's going to come out with a fro. Nobody knows. Anyways, I'm going to go and have a bath and eat some ice because I'm iron deficient and I can't swallow pills, so that's great. I can't wait to not be pregnant anymore and hold my baby in my arms and welcome him to this crazy family. I am so excited and I'm so nervous for the birth, and I would just really love some prayers my way to hope that this VBAC goes good. I have a lot of support, which is good. I definitely needed it. I'm just a little scared going into it, so if you guys want to pray for me, that would be awesome. And I promise I will try and keep you guys updated every Thursday. It's been a wee bit difficult lately, but I will try my best. So thank you guys for listening to me blab and this pregnancy update. Sorry if it was TMI, but you know, sometimes that's just the way pregnancy is. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!